What is thinking? Because thought has created the most extraordinary things in life. The great temples, the great mosques, the marvelous cathedrals, the splendor of this marvelous structure soaring up into the sky, the great paintings, the sculpture, the great poets, right? And also, thought has created the extraordinary instruments of war. Thought has also created all the things in the temples, in the mosques, in the churches. Right? These are facts. You may say, no, they are direct revelation from God. When you say that, that's also thought. Right? So, thought has done the most extraordinary things, and also done the most appalling things. Thought has burnt people, called them heretics, and burned. And thought said, you must follow Marx, Engels, and so on. Thought has been extraordinarily important in our life. Right? Do you understand this? Now, what is thought? What is thinking? Look at it, look at your own way of thinking. You think about your wife. Suppose, if you ever do, you think about your wife or husband. What is that thinking when you think about her or him? You have the experience of that person, the image of that person, the nature, the look, the structure, the appearance of that person, which is memory. Right? Right, sir? And that memory is based on knowledge of that person. Right? And that knowledge is based on the experience with that person. Right? Do you see this? So, thinking is born from experience, right? Knowledge derived from experience, stored in the brain as memory, and reaction to that memory is thought. Right? So, thought is a material process. Right? Would you see that? Right, sir? So, thought is not sacred. And whatever it creates is not sacred. Your Upanishads, your Gita, your Bible, Quran is not sacred. See what you are accepting moment you say thought is a material process. It is a material process because it's contained, brain cells contain the past memories, past knowledge, past experience. And from that, thought arises. If you had no experience, no knowledge, no memory, there's no thought. Right? So look at it carefully, you will see for yourself. So thought is a material process. Right? Would you see that? So thought has created God, and then thought worships God. It's your hand. This is very important. Please look at it. And if thought is a material process, then what are we? You understand my question? What are we psychologically? Thought says you are Hindu. Thought says you are a great man. Thought says you must achieve enlightenment. Right? Thought says you must meditate. Thought says obey, follow, become like somebody else. So thought says become, both outwardly. If you are a clerk, become the manager. If you are the manager, become the executive. If you are the executive, the chairman. You are then also, thought says, you are a disciple. You will eventually be the master, and ultimately the guru, and still further enlightened. This is all. Thought is constructing all this. I wonder if you realize all this.